The new episode of Dark Wind Season 3 moved the season's mystery forward in a few fascinating ways, and it also had a bombshell reveal about the Yietzer that needs to be unpacked. The cast of Dark Wind Season 3 has largely been split between two major mysteries, the murder of Ernesto Cater and the human trafficking at the border, and Episode 2 made a lot of headway into both. Joe Leaphorn, Zahn McClarnon, and Jim Chi, Kiowa Gordon, finally got some help in finding George Bowlegs, and Bernadette Manuelito, Jessica Matt-10, managed to track down the white van and decipher the pig drawing. As those mysteries unfold, however, they also get more complicated. The arrowhead in Ernesto's mouth, for example, turned out to be just a toy, and the anthropologists didn't have much information. Likewise, Bernadette ran into some stiff opposition from Tom Spencer, Bruce Greenwood, and her investigation may be quite costly. All of those developments, as well as the shocking injury the Yietzer gave Leaphorn, need some explaining. Why does Leaphorn think a Navajo person couldn't have killed Ernesto Cater? Leaphorn believes a Navajo person would never put an arrowhead in Ernesto Cater's mouth. Joe Leaphorn, Zahn McClarnon, and Gordo Sarah Martinez look at Ernesto Cater's body hanging from the culvert in Dark Wind Season 3, Episode 1. Early on in the episode, Joe Leaphorn told Gordo Sarah Martinez that he didn't believe any Navajo person could have killed Ernesto Cater. Leaphorn thinks the murderer wasn't Navajo because they found an arrowhead in Ernesto Cater's mouth. As he explained, putting an arrowhead in a dead person's mouth would have been tantamount to sacrilege for a Navajo person. Leaphorn likened it to a Catholic desecrating a crucifix, which he thought was a step too far for any dying person. If he's right, Leaphorn and Chi should be looking for a perpetrator who is white or of a different ethnicity. Leaphorn, however, may not be right to write off a Navajo person as the killer. Dark Winds has already depicted Navajo people who weren't concerned with the cultural taboos held by the rest of the Navajo nation, like Ada Growing Thunder, Amelia Rico, the witch in Season 1. Leaphorn may have too generous a view of his own people, which could complicate his investigation in Dark Wind Season 3. There's still a very good chance he's right, however, as there are more than a few non-Navajo suspects in the case. Why Chi helps Shorty Bowlegs find George in Dark Wind Season 3. Chi has his problems with Shorty, but he was always going to help save a child's life. Jim Chi, Kiowa Gordon, looking surprised in Dark Wind Season 3, Episode 1. Jim Chi and Shorty Bowlegs, Derek Hinkey, have a lot of bad blood between them, but Chi still decided to help him out in Dark Wind Season 3, Episode 2. As Chi previously explained, Shorty used to bully him, and his dad abused Chi's mother. Chi has every reason in the world to hate Shorty Bowlegs, but he approached Shorty and essentially begged to help find George. There's a simple reason Chi helped his worst enemy. Chi is a good person with a good heart, and he was never going to let Shorty's past sin stop him from saving George's life. Do Chi and Bernadette still have feelings for each other? There's still some fire between Chi and Bernie, though there's also new complications. Jim Chi and Bernadette Manuelito have had a complicated, on-again off-again romantic relationship since the start of Dark Winds, and the newest episode only added more fuel to the fire. When Bernadette called to talk to Leaphorn about her Border Patrol case, Chi answered instead, and the two had a tense conversation. Bernie and Chi's call culminated with Bernadette saying it was nice to hear his voice and Chi staying silent, which seems to indicate they still care for each other. If and when Bernadette comes back to the Navajo police, she may have a romantic relationship waiting for her. A Dark Winds isn't done drawing out Bernadette and Chi's slow burn relationship yet, though. Later in the episode, Bernadette agreed to dance with Ivan Munoz, Alex Meraz, her co-worker at Border Patrol, and even told him that she wasn't missing anyone. Ivan is a problem for their relationship, but Bernadette's face may have betrayed her true feelings. While she was dancing, it looked like Bernie was, in fact, missing Chi. It's also worth noting that in Tony Hillerman's The Sinister Pig, which Dark Wind Season 3 is adapting, Chi and Bernadette make their relationship official. Is Spencer really involved in human trafficking? Bernadette's suspicions explained. Spencer's connection to Roberto Bocca hint is involved in human trafficking. Bruce Greenwood looking out the window in Dark Winds. Bernadette also got into some trouble on her own in Dark Wind Season 3, Episode 2. Bernadette tracked the girl's pig drawing to Tom Spencer's, Bruce Greenwood, ranch, and she even found the white van she was searching for there. The van led Bernadette to believe that Spencer is involved in human trafficking, and she's most likely right. Towards the end of the episode, Bernadette met a man named Roberto C. de Bocca, Raul Max Trujillo, also known as Budge, riding in one of Spencer's trucks. Budge is the same person who killed the human trafficker at the start of the episode. The fact that Spencer has two distinct ties to Bernadette's human trafficking case through the white van and employing Budge means that he's almost certainly the leader of the trafficking ring. Bernadette is definitely onto something, but finding the truth could cause quite a few problems for her. Spencer basically owns the Border Patrol, as he supplies a third of their intelligence and doesn't have his oil rigs inspected, and Bernadette won't have any help trying to take down his empire. Spencer may even have enough pull to get Bernadette fired, or killed, by the end of Dark Wind Season 3. The Yietzer is real, what Leaphorn's revelation means for Dark Wind Season 3. The Yietzer physically harmed Leaphorn, which means it's not just a manifestation of his guilt. Joe Leaphorn, Zahn McClarnon, in front of the Yietzer in Dark Wind Season 3, Episode 1 custom image by Yaelin Chacon. The biggest reveal of Dark Wind Season 3, Episode 2 was that the Yietzer that has been haunting Leaphorn is real. While trying to find George Bowlegs, Leaphorn and Chi accompanied Shorty into an abandoned shed. Leaphorn had another terrifying vision of the Yietzer, but this time, it actually left a physical wound on his arm in the same pattern as the wounds on Ernesto Cater's body. That seems to indicate that the Yietzer is in fact real, and that there's some type of bad medicine at play in Dark Wind Season 3. It is possible that Leaphorn's injuries were from a real person, and that his guilt-ridden vision of the Yietzer just coincided with the attack. Leaphorn had thought that Gordo Sarah was the Yietzer earlier in the episode, and the same thing could have happened in the shed. However, it seems just as likely that someone is responsible for Leaphorn's visions, and that they've somehow manifested the Yietzer to punish him for killing BJ Vines. For now, though, there's still a lot of mystery surrounding the Yietzer in Dark Wind Season 3.